In this video, I will show you exactly how I lost over 5,000 in today's market session, and more importantly, how you can avoid the mistakes that I made. So, welcome to day 57 of my daily option selling journal. In today's market, well, if you see from an overview standpoint, it was a mess. It wasn't really sideways and it wasn't really made for an option seller, especially on the new weekly expiry series. So, today I was using a straddle as always. I was selling options. So, if you don't know a straddle, it's a non-directional intraday option selling strategy in which you sell both ATM call and a put. So I was doing that. And if you think about it, today's market, it opened a gap down, and like it was a minor gap down, but it continued to go down in the first 5 minutes. Then at this point, I thought the market would go sideways. Okay, so I made that prediction, but no, it didn't. It broke down. It like kept moving down and down. And at that point, at about 10 a.m., I realized, after looking at the premiums and the open interest and all, I realized that the market will not stay sideways today. So I started unwinding my positions, and by 10:45, I had exited all my positions. Now, a lot of you might say that, oh, the market went sideways. Like, look at the market. It's like sideways. You could have made so much money if you stayed. Well, no, that's not exactly how the market works. Just because the index is sideways does not mean that you will make money as a non-directional option seller, because the premiums do have to fall for you to make money. You do not trade on the index, you trade on the premiums, you trade on the option strikes, you do not trade on the index. So yeah, and the market was sideways and it was just, moving a lot. The premiums were not falling, and I'll show you the straddle chart in a bit. So I entered at about 9:30. If I take you to the 1 minute time frame, 9:30 is over here. So I entered on this candle. I entered with about 750 quantity on Nifty, and I exited at 10:45, which is over here. So on this candle, about approx like these candles, I was trading a straddle of 24,950, which is over here. So this yellow line represents the strike I was trading, and I exited over here. I should have, waited a bit till like 10:30 at least, because if I did, I would have gotten a better exit, but it's okay. You can't predict like the market so accurately. You can't just buy the bottom and sell the top. That's not how it works. So yeah, I think today I still made it out because I did not lose 1%, and that's good enough for me. I did not lose 17-20,000. So yeah, I'll like still consider my day a success, to be honest. And now I will most importantly tell you how you can avoid losing the money the way I did. So first of all, I hope you all know today was a Friday and it was just the day after the Nifty expiry. So on Fridays, there is a thing that I noticed and it's like really, thing that I noticed with the market. It's not like some formal thing, but on Fridays, mostly on every Friday, most option sellers lose money. Why? Because the market moves. So yes, option sellers do make money, but I'm not talking about those option sellers. I'm talking about the like non-directional option sellers, and they mostly lose money on Friday. Why? Because the premiums are very high. You are just entering a new weekly expiry. You have 6 days to expiry, so you can easily lose money because the market can easily move. It won't take a lot of capital for the market to move. Okay, so this is the first reason, and now how you can deal with this reason. So for example, I trade with over 1000 quantity. Okay, 1025 to be exact, because I trade with over 15 lots of Nifty. So if I trade with this much quantity, I will just trade with 750 only. That's 10 lots. That's still a lot, but for me 10 lots is like less risk. Okay, so if you are trading like 15 lots like me, just trade 10 lots. If you're trading 2 lots, trade 1 lot. And if you're already on 1 lot, then maybe just don't trade, just avoid the market for one day. The market won't go anywhere. So yeah, this is the only best fix that I can give you. And yeah, let's move on. And now let's move to the straddle price analysis. So it opened at about 247.22, and it continued to move up and up and up. It made a high of 268.75, and it fell towards the end, but it fell on the strike that I was not even trading, so it doesn't matter because this is the rolling straddle chart. This is the important part. I hope you like keep this in mind. This is not the straddle price of the straddle that I was trading. This is a rolling chart. Okay, this has like all the straddles. Like for example, look at 9:25, it was the strike of 24,950. At 2:19 p.m. it was 24,000 850. Okay, so it was changing a lot. At one point it even was like 25,000. So yeah, and I exited at about 1035, which is over here. So yeah, this is the dip I exited at, because I had entered at like 930, which is like all the way on like this spike, and I exited on this dip. And yeah, so I just made it out like barely. I saved my capital, so I'd consider my day a success, to be honest. And now the PNL for today. So here you go. This was my PNL for today. I lost about 5,000. And now you might say, why are you like showing minus 5,000 when you are clearly lost like over 10,000? Well, the thing is, this PNL only contains my straddle, profit and loss. I had taken my hedge. As always, you can see any video that I have, I take hedges. So yeah, I can't share my hedges because I mentioned the reason in the yesterday's video, because people copy the strategy and they lose money and they blame it on me. So I can't show the exact, I can show like the strikes I traded, like I shorted these strikes, but I can't show that I bought these strikes as hedges. But yeah, anyways, I also updated the Excel sheet. So here you go, minus 5,018. Okay, and this is the note. Keep this in mind, this Friday part, keep this in mind, because I will be mentioning this in like the future week, like the next week I will mention like what happened to on like this day. I entered at 930 and I exited at 1035. I did not take adjustment. My PNL is back down to 3,97,000, and this is my PNL graph. So even though it might seem like, oh, I lost money today, but it's okay. I am like on a consistent uptrend. All I need is a good sideways expiry and I can reach 5 lakhs in like 1 week. So yeah, I think I'm still good. And now the Telegram channel. I did not give any updates today, but yeah, you can join the Telegram channel if you want. I gave this one update, and this one is only for like the monthly option sellers. You can look into it if you want. And I just gave this update that the FIIs are bearish while the proprietary trading firms are bullish while clients are bearish. So thing is, now that I see this data, I think that Monday or next week can be bearish again. I'm saying can because it's the weekend. It can change any moment. Anything can change that point. Okay. And mostly because retailers are bullish, and I just know that the market, whenever retailers are bullish, the market always falls. This has always happened. Only like on like few days, like illiquid days, that the market has risen when the retailers have bought. So that's rare if the retailers ever make profit. Anyways, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you for watching.